Hi everybody and welcome back to some more Monster Energy Supercross here on this channel. I'm KPG-GOONER here and welcome to part number 8 of my walkthrough. Now in today's episode we got the finale of the West Coast Championship and I'm really excited for this one. Now we're going to race around the Sam Boyd Stadium in Las Vegas. This is going to be awesome. Also, after this race, we're going to be choosing the next championship and the new bike that you've all been voting in the last couple of episodes. So let's get straight into the qualifying and see if we can get another victory. Right, we're starting to pick up speed through this section. We're going to try and put in some faster laps. Still think we can go a little bit quicker and just to cement our first place in this qualifying session, and then we will just move on the session, as you can do that in the options since the new updates. But I do like this circuit, but it's got some really long straights on it, and I think I might adjust the gear ratio. I'm still sitting on the short gear ratio. I think we might need the medium just for a better top end, because I have been overtaken through that section quite a few times. But I'm still sitting in first. Oh no, I'm not sitting in first. Justin Hill's just beaten my time, so there you go. So it was good that I carried on in this session to try and get a better lap. Let's see if we can improve on this one. Our best time was a 1:23. Let's see if we can get faster than that. Right, just putting it back through that section. Let's try and see if we can just get a nice turn through here. Oh, bloody hell. Someone's hit all the side there. All the bloody bollards all over the bloody track there. Managed to avoid it. Oh, be careful through that section. And over the finish line. Oh, 1:21. Oh, that is superb. I think I'm going to keep that time and see if I'm top at the end. Right, so we got to the end of the qualifiers session and we came out on top again, which is brilliant. And I don't think I was much quicker, 0.6, but that will do. Let's move on to the first heat and try and get into that main event for the final race of this championship. Right, so here we go with the first race in the heats. Let's see if we can get a good start here and drop the clutch at the right time. And ooh, that wasn't bad. That was actually perfect, in fact. Can we get the whole shot? Get nicely tight into that corner. And yes, we do. We take the whole shot in the heats. Fantastic. Right, let's try and set up the pace and get into a good rhythm. Now, I can see this circuit being raced a lot online. It is fantastic. I do like this circuit. And I think this will be good for the more powerful bikes as well. Right, let's try and get a huge air time. Oh god, that was a little bit too much out the circuit. Oh god, almost came off there as well. And we've made an error already, and Justin Hill is taking the lead in the first race, the heats. But I'm not going to panic just yet, because we've got plenty of laps to go, and we've only got to get the top 9 position to get into the main event. Right, let's keep it nice and steady through here. Martin Davlos is trying to battle for first place as well. We've managed to get back into the lead, and he's got back into the lead through that section. Let's just try and stick with him. It might be a bit of a battle in this first heat, just trying to get the pace of the race. Qualifying is a little bit more laid back, because if you make mistakes you can start again. With this you only get one chance. If you make a mistake you're going to lose position, so you've got to be careful. Right, let's keep nice and steady through there. I did crash out in that corner a couple of times, so that's something that I'm going to have to be aware of. Right, be careful, just over jump in there slightly. And let's keep it nice and steady through here, and we've lost the rhythm and we completely mucked up those set of jumps, and that's not what we want to do. So we just lost our position to Davlos. Let's just try and get nicely over these jumps again. We've cocked them jumps up again. We're trying to overdo it. Oh god, it just landed on my head there. Right, let's try and beat him for pace, and I don't think we are quicker. No, he's got a little bit more in that bike than we have. And thank you to everyone also for voting for the next bike. You will find out the results at the end of this episode when we choose a bike for the next championship. Right, let's get nicely up to speed, and we definitely don't have the pace. We have changed the gear ratio to the medium gear ratio, but we still are not as quick as some of the other bikes. I'm finding the Kawasaki seem to be very quick in a straight line. Every time I came up against one of them in the qualifying sessions, they left me for dead. Right, let's just try and keep it nice and steady through here. And that didn't work out. Didn't get enough. Didn't get far enough on that jump. Right, let's try and build up the speed around this section. And we're having a bit of a battle here, which is good. because we're keeping decent pace and we're pulling away from the rest of the field. Oh, actually, there's another rider sitting behind Davlos, so we've got some content. Oh God, we lost a little bit of speed in that turn and lost the place, and we're just going to try and make sure that we don't let him get away, because as soon as we lose distance, we're going to struggle. It's like I said, they definitely hold a little bit more pace on the straight. Right, let's try and get a little bit quicker through that turn. Don't make any mistakes, Gooner. Can't afford to lose too much time on him here. We do want to get the wins in these races. We don't want to finish in lower than, say, top 3. Alright, let's get nice and tight into this turn. Oh, I thought he was going to lose it then. Do you see the back end of his bike? Oh my God, we got huge air through there. Be careful. Don't you dare take my back wheel. And we're trying to block him off, but he's probably going to come around the outside. And we're just going to try and battle and defend. Keep it nice and steady through here. Nice and tight. Oh God, just caught the side there. That's going to slow us down. And we've lost a bit of momentum. But we're still in the lead, and that's all that matters. We've got one more lap after this one, so let's see if we can just... Oh God, it was landed on me there. We went through there really close together, and sometimes, guys, it's happened to me a couple of times. I've been hit mid-air and I've come off, so you've got to be careful when you go through there with another rider, because if they just make quite a bit of contact in the air, you land really badly and come off. Right, let's try and keep it nice and steady through here, and we've nailed that corner. We haven't come off there yet, which is good, because we did, like I said, we did come off quite a few times in the qualifying session. Right, let's try and just move up the gears and see if we can just pull away here and take the victory in this heat. Right, just keep it nice and steady through here. Perfect. We're getting. I like the fact we're getting credits for our performances in the races. Oh, we got a perfect side, but that didn't feel perfect. Sometimes I don't think it always gets it right. Right, let's see if we can get huge airtime again. We've gone out to the side of the circuit, but that seems to work. As long as you avoid hitting the blocks, you can get away with that. Right, we've really started to pull away, which is good. And let's see if we can just finish off really strong and move on to the final race. And hopefully we can get that final race out of the way and move on to the next championship on a different bike. Let's keep it nice and smooth through there. Let's not overdo it through there. There's no need to go too mad. We've got a little bit of distance between us and second. Keep it nice and steady around there. Building up the speed, and looking at the time, 2.5 seconds. That should be okay. Right. Let's finish this off, and it looks like we're going to take a victory in the heats, which is awesome. No, I've come off. Oh my God, he's going to catch up. Oh my God, that was lucky. There he was, just behind us. Lucky we had that 2.5 second gap, otherwise we would have lost our first place. Oh, that last set of jumps always throws you out. I did come off, like I said, in qualifying, and I came off in the race. Hopefully I don't do that in the main event, but let's move on to the final race of this championship. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Let's get straight into it, guys. So here I go.
Las Vegas. It's a city well known for crowning champions. Hi everybody, I'm Ralph Shaheen. Live at Sam Boyd Stadium. The racers are trying to pump themselves up, visualizing how the race will unfold. Who will shine in the bright lights of the stadium tonight? Are you ready for the Monster Energy AMA Supercross and FIM World Championship main event? The Nevada Desert will roar to life as we drop the gate. Listen to that crowd. He is definitely the favorite. Let's see if he can capitalize on that energy and get the win. Get ready. The gate is about to drop. Here we go.
Right, so here we go with the final race of the championship. Let's see if we can get another good start and maybe get the whole shot again. Let's see if we can just let the clutch out a little bit later that time, but we've still got a decent enough start. Let's see if we can get nicely into that corner. Oh God, there's loads of traffic and we're getting held up a little bit. Let's just try and stay on the bike. Oh God, I'm really getting boxed in here, and we're going to lose a little bit of ground on the leaders, but we still got through there okay, and we're sitting in 10th place. Right, let's just start moving through the field through this section. And oh God, that bike almost lost control in front of us. huge air. Let's try and stay on the circuit this time, and we gained a couple of places. And there goes another one of those Kawasaki's, always quick on the straight, like I kept on telling you guys. They're so quick in a straight line. Right, let's just try and keep up with these riders in front. Let's try and take a few places through here. Nicely does it, and we've moved up to 9th and 7th, and we're starting to gain a little bit of time on the leaders, and that's what we want to do. We can't afford to let the lead riders get too far away, because this circuit has, like I said, it's got a long straight where I do seem to be a little bit slower, so I can't afford to let them get any edge on me at all. Plus, we don't want to be coming off on this section here. Let's try and keep this nice and steady through here this time, just backing off the power a little bit, and we still got that Kawasaki sitting on our back wheel. We've got to try and just move away from him. He seems to be a little bit lethal, and again, he's almost landed on me. Go away! You're putting me off. Right, so let's get nice and tight into this corner, see if we can take a couple of places. Nicely done. Brilliant manoeuvre there. Up to P4. Let's keep going, trying to keep it nice and smooth through there. And we're starting to build up a bit of speed. That's nicely through there. And onto the straights. Let's see if we can beat Justin Hill. Is he going to come back past us? Oh, we went on the inside there. Let's try and get some huge air again, trying to stay on the circuit in the middle. Oh, that was brilliant. Brilliant landing. Got some good acceleration there, but there comes Justin Hill on the outside. Definitely quick on the straight. Let's keep it nice and steady, and we just forced him out, and we're into 3rd place, starting to gain some ground on the leading riders. Can we get past this rider here into 2nd place? Yes, we can. Let's try and hold it. No, we didn't get a decent jump over there. Let's keep it nice and tight through that section. Let's try and build up some pace, and we're taking nice and tight. Oh God! And is that Smith? We've got Smith, Jordan Smith in front of us. Let's see if we can keep up with him. I haven't seen him much in this race and the qualifying session, but he's going for it in this final race of the championship. So he's the pace setter. Let's try and stick with him. And we've just set a time of 1:22, which I do believe, I think that was quicker than what we were doing in the last race. The last race wasn't that quick, and we've managed to get into the lead, got nice and tight into that corner, and we're back into the lead. Right, let's see if we can just pull away from them all and take the win, but we will see. Let's see if we can just pull away on this section. This is where they seem to always catch up, and they didn't manage to catch up through that section. Right, let's get some good pace over that jump. Let's stay on the circuit again, a good landing, and we've managed to pull away slightly. Fantastic. Looks like we're going to run away with this race at this pace. Right, let's try and get nice and steady through this section. Slow it down, get nicely tight in. Almost went off circuit, and we just lost a little bit of momentum. That wasn't the cleanest through there. We mucked up those jumps a little. Right, let's try and get again. We didn't get through there quick enough. We're making a few mistakes, but we're managing to maintain the lead, and that's all that matters. Right, let's get nice momentum around there, and a nice drift as well. Nice around there again, just trying to keep it nice and steady. Right, let's just back off through here. Okay, the back end of the bike doesn't like it through there, but we're still managing to hold the lead. So we go into the final, we're on the final lap. So here we go, it's all down to this lap. Can we become the West Coast Championship winner and finish this championship with a win? Oh no, but Jordan Smith is just making it a little bit more interesting. He's just sneaked past us in that turn. Let's see if we can just get past him. Oh, we did. He mucked up that jump, and we managed to catch up slightly. Let's see what he's like on the straight. And he's not pulling away. Let's see if we can just get nice and tight. Let's see if we can get past him. And huge air. We get so much more speed through that jump, but they're better once they get the speed down. I think sometimes if you come down from the jump sooner, you manage to build up a bigger speed, and that's why I think they're overtaking me, because I'm jumping and it's taking me a little bit longer to get up to my top end. Right, let's see if we can just hold this. We're coming towards the end of this race. Let's try not to muck it up here. Keep it nice and steady. And that wasn't the cleanest through there. Again, mucking up those jumps. Let's see if we can just pull away. I don't know what the gap is between. It is a very, very minimal. Let's keep it nice around there. He is just behind me. If I make a mistake now, this could be very, very close. right. Oh, almost lost it. Oh, over the finish line. Oh my God, my heart was in my mouth then. I thought I'd come off again and I would have lost first place. But we finished the championship in first place, which is awesome. Let's get straight into the results, guys. Right, so we took another 25 points, which puts us on 220, and we become the West Coast champion. What a brilliant start to this career series. Right, let's get into receiving the trophy.
Fantastic run to the title. The celebration begins for the newly crowned 250 champ. I'm Ralph Shaheen. So long, everybody.
Right, guys, now we're going to move on and we're going to choose our next championship that we're going to do in this career series, and we're going to choose a new bike, one that's been voted by you guys in the last couple of episodes, and we're probably going to do some customization on the rider depending on how many credits we got left. So let's get straight to that now. So here we go. Right, guys, first up we've got to choose our next championship that we're going to be involved in, and we're going to stay on the 250s, but we're going to choose another coast to do, so we go straight into that. So let's do the next season. So let's move on, and we're going to do the 250 East as we've completed the 250 West, and now we're just going to jump in now, guys, to picking our new bike. Right, guys, now we're going to buy a bike for this East Coast Championship, and the next race is going to be around the US Bank Stadium. Now, loads of you voted in the last couple of episodes, and I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that voted, but the winner by a country mile was Yamaha. So we're going to use the Yamaha YZ250F, and we're going to do some customization on it now. We're going to spend a few credits, and we're also going to buy different components for the bike. We're not going to select the same stuff over and over again. So let's see what we can select first up for the handlebars. Let's have a look. And I will try and remember which ones we use each time, but you can sometimes it does, the little trolley disappears, so you can see whether you purchased that component each time. Right, so that's just give it a nice, we're going to go for the blue and white colour. I'm not sure whether we're going to have enough credits, as it's taken us 200,000 credits just to buy the bike, but we're trying to customise as much as we can, change obviously the gear on the rider as well, as we don't want to stay in the orange outfit and leathers and that when we're on a blue bike. It's just going to look stupid, isn't it? So right, let's have a look what we've got here. I do like the hand guards. Let's go with a different type. Let's scroll down to the bottom. Is there any blue ones? Yes, let's go with those ones. That looks pretty decent. Right, what else can we go for? Suspension, we had O-Lings last time. Let's go for a different set. Let's go for Pro Action, and they improved the handling by a decent amount. They will do. So this, you know, the handling on the bike's going to be a lot different. I'm really interested to see how much different. Right, so let's go with, I don't know, let's go with the Arrow, and we will go with the Thunder Titanium exhaust. 50,000 credits. Oh god, our credits are going to start disappearing with things costing that much. Right, brake discs. We had Brembo brakes last time, so we will go with them ones. That will improve the braking by loads. And our credits are really disappearing. Rims, I can't remember which ones we had last time, but we will go with those ones, the matte blue ones. We will do the individual stuff as well, guys, because you can change the colour at some point. We're not going to do it all in this episode. Right, we'll go with the Pirelli tyres, the Scorpion tyres. They will do. Right. That's pretty much all the stuff on the bike. Now we're going to quickly see if we can just customise a bit on the rider, but we haven't got a huge amount of credits left. But let's get straight to that now, guys. So here we go. Right, first up, let's get a crash helmet. I don't think we're going to be able to completely kit out the rider, as we've only got just over 100,000 credits left, and some of this stuff is quite expensive. So first up, let's get a crash helmet. No, I don't like that light blue. Let's have a look at a different make. Let's have a look at this bottom one. No, they're all dark ones. I want one with a lighter colour. Let's have a look. Ooh, quite like that one. The VX21 Air Blue. That's quite nice. And we're down to, oh god, we've really gone down the credits. Right, let's get some goggles. Yeah, let's get goggles first. Because having orange goggles is going to look stupid. Right, let's see if we can get some decent goggles. Right, let's go with, yeah, they're ones to do. Right, I think we're only going to be able to afford to get some a suit now, and that'll be about it. So let's quickly get into that. Right, so we're really low on credits, so we're going to have to get a cheaper suit just for now, guys. So I'm going to get this one, and in the next episode we'll upgrade the boots. Maybe we will change the suit and the crash helmet again. Just keep mixing up, because we might as well use the credits while we keep on earning them. But that brings us to the end of the episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching and supporting this series. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, share, like, follow me on Twitter. All the links are in the description. And I just want to say a massive big thank you again. Right, that is the bike that we're going to be using in the East Coast Championship. Hopefully it'll be another winning bike, but we will see. Thank you so much, and I will see you very, very soon.